But no, I think it's really sad is that after Man of Steel and after Batman vs Superman, Superman 3 is a better Superman movie. For one reason alone, and that is the whole good Superman versus evil Superman battle. At least that was established as like, hey, this is kind of exciting. We can have fun with this. But no, in the newer movies, we're like, we're going to bring General Zod again. We're going to have Superman Returns. We're going to have that be Superman 1 all over again.
You know what's the worst thing about the Superman in the new movies? Like, the worst thing? Notice how he always has a dark, brooding look to him?
Yeah.
All the time?
Well, to be fair, Superman Returns was trying to find every way possible to bring back the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, and it didn't work very well. It kind of
it didn't.
It had a couple of really cool scenes. I will admit this: the plane rescue sequence was pretty fucking amazing. But that's like 10 minutes of the entire movie.
Yeah, but you can't fuck up that. If you fuck that up, then you should just give up and never do Superman movie
We have this
again.
awesome scene. We gotta film the fuck out of this and make it best because we're gonna have to use this scene and this scene alone to sell the movie. Because Kevin Spacey, to be honest, was a good casting choice, but at the same time, it's like, wow, he spent the entire movie acting like he was Gene Hackman. He didn't make it his own character. But that's a whole other rant. It's just Superman has been a movie that or a character that I find that they're never gonna be able to make a good movie with him anymore. Superman 1 and 2 was it. That was the peak, because those two felt like comic book movies. They felt like Superman movies. Superman was his essence. His character was perfectly established in the movies. I mean, I'm sorry, Christopher Reeve's Clark Kent is one of the best things ever in comic book movies because he played him so perfectly. He played the clumsy coward like he should have, and I'm like, that aspect alone is enough to deter people from thinking that he's Superman. And they played him
that well in the new movies.
No, Jesus Christ, Man of Steel, people knew more that Clark Kent was Superman than anybody else. You ruined the whole identity thing. How the fuck people at Daily Planet in Batman vs Superman don't know he's Superman? It's just like you saw this guy, like, and how is Metropolis rebuilt so quickly? Is just, oh god, I don't want to get into that.
Zack Snyder, that's why.
Yeah, Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder has done good movies. He's a good director.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's accidentally made good movies.
No,
300.
Sucker Punch.
I will defend this the day I die. 300 was by far the best adaptation of any graphic novel I've ever seen. By far the best.
That is one of his only good movies.
Yeah. His remake wasn't. And Watchmen. Don't give me that.
Watchmen was okay. Honestly, I don't think. Then again, I don't think there's really any way to experience Watchmen other than the graphic novel, but it was a fantastic attempt.
For a 2.5-hour movie, it was phenomenally well done.
3 hours
to make a Watchmen movie, it had to be 6 to 7 hours long, and there's no way Warner Brothers was going to fund that, because Watchmen, people forget how poorly advertised that movie was. It was advertised as an action movie. Watchmen is not an action-packed comic. It is very dramatic. It's very talky. It's all about philosophy and about it's all so much going on with the characters. If you made that word for word, scene for scene from the book, no one would see it because it'd be so unbelievably boring to a lot of people. It's a damn good book. It's one of the best graphic novels I've read. And for him to make this movie the way he did, any other director would have fucked it up. I will defend Zack Snyder. I will defend him on that movie, that achievement, and 300. He's just not fit to do movies like Superman. That's not him.
300 was the only movie I saw that I liked of his. His other attempts have been...
Best work. That was his best work.
Yeah, 300, it was... I want to say 300 is a fluke. Kind of like M. Night Shyamalan with Sixth Sense. Because, face it, every other movie after Sixth Sense has tried to do what it's...
You didn't like Unbreakable? You didn't like Unbreakable?
Nah.
Oh, to me that was his last great movie. He did regain some ground with The Visit. I was actually shocked with that one. He actually plays a lot of jokes on himself with that movie. But yes, Shyamalan, definitely very, very few good movies he's made. A lot of shit he's done. Overrated director.
But yeah, he rides on the whole thing with Sixth Sense. And he has never topped it. After all the movies he's done.
I can't really blame him for riding on that. I blame the studios, because every single movie that came out that's by him, every studio goes, from the director of The Sixth Sense. I'm like, dude, that movie came out in '99.
Yeah.
Unbreakable, I liked. Yeah, I liked
like
Unbreakable.
I said, though,
wasn't everybody's favorite.
That's the only real movie, though, that stands out with him. It's the only good movie. I mean, most people, when you think M. Night Shyamalan, Sixth Sense is going to be the one movie that everyone remembers in a aspect. They're going to be listing off names out the wazoo and going.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not forget about the whole horrendousness of Avatar, Last Airbender.
Dion, you okay over there?
Do not get me started on that. Oh my god. No, the fact that he had the audacity to sit there and tell people in interviews that I'm a fan of the Avatar series. Bullshit! You mispronounced everybody's names. That was one of the first things that stood out in the movie. It changed who the characters essentially were, changed their ethnicities for that matter.
Yeah,
no.
I mean, Nostalgia Critic did the most perfect review of Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yes!
He did the perfect review. And I love the Avatar series. I got into it late. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of people love the series. Good series.
Yeah, it's actually one of my all-time favorites. The two best series I've ever seen to date, ever, is going to be the Avatar series, and it's going to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Out of all animated series ever created, those two...
I have never watched Brotherhood, so that's actually a bold statement.
Oh my goodness.
I love Avatar.
Brotherhood is the perfect anime.
Better than the original Full Metal Alchemist?
Destroys.
Okay.
Destroys the original.
I was not a crazy fan of Full Metal Alchemist, so I'm like, Dallas.
This new one, it's kind of that anime that doesn't hold back on anything. The only thing this anime did not have was nudity. That's the only thing this series did not have, was nudity.
I tend to ignore that stuff anyway, but yeah.
This held no punches when it came to kids, when it came to adults, when it came to themes, everything. This show had it all. And it was handled perfectly. Even the 20-plus characters that all had personalities, that all had screen time, that all had, backstory and whatnot, everything was melded together perfect. It was like a giant spider web that came together neatly in the center. When it came to music, animation, conclusion, plot...
I hear someone enjoying something delicious.
I cannot gush over Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood enough. I cannot. And Avatar is the only series I've seen to date that can compare.
Huh.
That's how good Brotherhood is. Every time you look...
I'll hold you up to it. If I watch it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'll be like, god damn it.
Brotherhood follows the manga to the letter.
Here's the thing about Brotherhood, that if you watch the original Full Metal Alchemist, it's cool. The original Full Metal Alchemist, the series, only followed the manga to the halfway point in the series. Once they got up to episode 20-something, I think when it got to the whole thing with greed, that's when they deviated into something completely different from the manga.
Yeah.
They sum up what was 20-something episodes into 13 episodes in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but they expand upon it way more than you could ever imagine. They go into other countries. They go into other ethnicities, other groups of people, They explain everything down to the letter.
Do you even have
Nothing is missed. Huh? What was that?
They even have furries.
Oh, shut up.
Not you.
But no, they make sense with everything. When you watch Brotherhood, everything just makes complete and utter sense. For instance, you know how the whole thing of deconstruction and reconstruction and whatnot. In doing alchemy, you have to understand what you're what you're doing to be able to utilize it.
Yeah.
In the Brotherhood version, you never see Ed and Al make cannons or guns or anything like that because they don't know about that stuff. They usually make weapons, simple, normal weapons, to the point where the alchemy makes sense. And the whole thing with the homunculi, how a homunculi is created, makes even more sense. It's not some failed attempt that they tried to do in the original series. No, they were all created from this one person.
Yeah, they're not reincarnations or any of that bullshit.
Yeah, it was none of that bullshit.
And Lost still the bad guy to the end.
Like all of the characters have so much depth to them, way more than the actual original series did.
Yeah, but I just remember that the director of the first one did Genocider.
That says what?
The director of the first one.
No. I mean, that means what exactly?
He's freaking crazy about symbolism.
Yeah.
And
If you've never
other
watched
stuff that you find disturbing.
If you never watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, watch it. You will not regret it at all. It is the perfect anime.
Does Netflix still have it, or I'll just buy it if I have to?
I honestly recommend buying it.
Well, I don't because it's now pricey because Funimation doesn't have that.
Guys, I think we all know what the best anime is.
Cory in the House?
Yes! Thank you!
What? What do you say?
Oh my god, you don't know the joke of that? Oh my god.
No, I didn't hear what you said, Jack.
Cory in the House is always the best anime. Always.
The best anime ever. You still don't know the joke, right?
Nope.
Oh god.
It's a long story. Lion, just share with them the Know Your Meme page.
I will. Hold on. This guy needs to be educated.
He needs to know the glory that is Cory in the House.
I'll just take your word on it.
No, but it's something that you always find in any comment someone say, but have you reviewed the best anime ever, Cory in the House?
Again, I've never heard that ever used. Ever.
Oh my god, you're pathetic.
Nope. Still don't know. Never once have I seen this meme.
Oh my god. Yeah, again, you're the guy who sucks at multitasking.
Because I tend to focus on one thing.
Cory in the House. God, I remember this.
Best anime ever.